Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make mozzarella cheese. First off, you're going to need 1 gallon of whole milk that is non-ultra pasteurized. The milk cannot be pasteurized beyond 172 degrees, and it should be ultra fresh. You're going to need purified water, half of a rennet tablet, and I have a teaspoon of citric acid. You're also going to need instant read thermometer, whether it's digital or standard, and later you're going to need some salt. As far as equipment, stainless steel or glass. Do not use aluminum. Do not use enamel. Use stainless steel. Okay, we're going to get started here. I have dissolved the citric acid in about a 1/4 cup of purified water. Pour this in here and stir it for about 30 seconds before we put the heat on. So, all we're going to do now is we're going to sit here and we're going to stir this until it comes up to 90 degrees. I'm going to go and I'm going to just continue tending my milk until it reaches 90 degrees, and I'll be back when that happens. We're at about 80 degrees now with our milk. You want to put your water in your rennet. You don't want to dissolve your rennet too soon, because once it's activated, it only stays good for about 20 minutes to a half an hour. We're at 90 degrees. Okay, turn off your burner. Take your pot off the burner. Move it to the side. Okay. Your slotted spoon, take your dissolved rennet, pour it through your slotted spoon, stir it 10 seconds tops. Don't over stir it. Put a lid on it. Walk away from it for 5 to 10 minutes. The curd is set and it's beautiful. And the way that you'll know is we're going to cut the curd, and you have to make sure that it's broken a curd. So if you I have an offset spatula here, and you're going to need something to cut it that will reach the bottom of the pot. If you can see, this is one solid mass now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this. We're going to take a long knife or your icing spatula or something that will reach all the way down to the bottom of your pot, and you're going to cut this into 1/2 inch or up to 1 inch squares. So you're going to cut one way and you're going to cut the other way. What this is going to do is it's going to help the rest of this curd to release as much of its whey, and we're going to heat this. After we get this cut, we're going to heat it up. I'm going to swirl the pot, okay? Can you see that? So what I do is I test the thermometer, put the thermometer in, and I test it. You know, I see where it's at. It's still at 90 degrees, so it held its heat really well. You want to slowly bring this up to 105 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hang out, I'm going to wait for this to come up to 105 degrees, and when it's close, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. 105 or so. And you'll have to swirl it, is why I say swirl it, is to distribute that heat that's coming off the bottom more evenly throughout the rest of the vessel. Otherwise, you're going to get a somewhat inaccurate reading, but it needs to be between 105 and 107. I'm also going to turn off the burner, and I'm going to take this off the burner, and I'm going to once again let this sit for 5 minutes. We let this sit, and now I'm just going to spoon the curd gently using my slotted spoon into a colander that I have set inside of a bowl. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to gently start to spin this in the colander like this. Don't use one of those fine mesh sieves for this. The fine mesh sieve isn't going to work as well for you. And at this point, you can start to gently press it with your hand. Now, plop, right there. All right. I have an 1100 watt microwave at my house, so I put this on 60% power. If you have a higher wattage microwave, you definitely want to put this on a lower cooking temperature. So don't leave it on high. But this one, I know, is probably not that high, so I'm going to put it in here for a minute. It's very hot, but you're going to want to get your hand in here and you want to get rid of as much water as you possibly can, because See? But I can feel it's starting to knit together. And I'm going to kind of come in here with my fingertips and gently distribute that heat, because that's what's going to make it literally melt together and turn into mozzarella so we can stretch it. We're going to put it back in the microwave this time for 30 seconds. I'm just going to stick this in here for 20 seconds. Okay, so now it's really hot. We're getting the water out of it. Yeah, it looks good. Now I'm going to start kneading it even more. And I think it should turn. It's like alchemy. This is like, I'm not kidding, it's like kitchen magic. It is science. Okay, see? When you get this stretched, the citric acid is what makes it mozzarella and causes this stretch. And then you can just get your hands in there, knead it together like you're kneading some bread dough.
That's all the stretch you needed?
That's it. But you'll see,
Does that
look it.
activate something?
Yes, look how it looks shiny now.
Yeah.
You see how shiny it looks?
Just like taffy. Making pulling taffy.
But this, you just need a little bit. You need to prove that it's ready.
It's stretchable.
And it's stretchable.
Push the chairs back so you can get up around
And you
the
can
table, or however
see
you
the
wanna
difference.
do your thing.
This is the cheese I made yesterday. This is the cheese I made this morning.
I'll just put them up there.